So hi everyone. So today I'm going to discuss with you all guys the CB App 1992 CA file. Okay, so I'm here using the ICI module. Okay, hope any book that you refer, just refer that. Okay. So basically this is a quick revision. This revision will be in a three-part. Basically the first part I'm uploading today only. Okay. Security Exchange Board was established in 1988, first of all, and it is getting the legal characteristic in the 1992. Right. The basic purpose of the SEBI Act is to protect the interest of investor. Basically, there's three objectives for which the SEBI Act has been established. Okay. The first one is to protecting the interest of the investor. Okay. Protecting the interest of the investor, to regulate the security market, basically to make a restriction on them. Okay. And the third one is promoting the development. Okay, so for the promoting the development of the security market, you have to remember this. So the three things are there basically to protect the interest of the security market, to regulate the security market, and for the purpose of promoting the development. Okay. Now we are coming to the section number 3. What is the establishment of a security exchange board? So basically, this board having a characteristic of like a company. Okay. So basically, a company is like SEBI is a body corporate having a perpetual succession, right? And it is having a power to acquire, hold, or dispose of the property. Basically, the SEBI has all the legal characteristic of a company like that. Okay. Like a company have a perpetual succession, it has a legal uh, body corporate. Okay. And it can be sued, and any other one can be make a sue on the same. It can make a sue on any other person, and any other person can make a sue on the same. Okay. The third one, and the next one is that the head office of the board shall be on the Mumbai. Okay, you have to learn this for the sake of the MCQ, that the head office of the board will be in a Mumbai, and any other office can be established with the board at any other places. So basically, this is the section number 3. What is the section number 3? You just need to be revised that what is the establishment and incorporation of a board. Coming to the next section, section number 4. This consists of how much the members of the board are there. Okay, how much member will be in a board. So basically, that is a 1, 2, 1, 5. You have to remember 1, 2, 1, 5. Okay. So basically, the chairman, which is nominated by the Union Government of India. Okay, the first one, of course, the chairman will be over there. Okay, two member from the Union Ministry, and the one member from the RBI, and five other member. Okay, five other member, out of which at least three members should be an independent director. What I'm trying to say to you, 1, 2, 1, 5. You have to remember 1, 2, 1, 5. One is a chairman, two is a nominated by the Union Ministry, okay, the one from the RBI, and five other member which is nominated by again the Union Government of India. Okay, so basically Union Government of India is appointing the chairman and the five other member. Okay, and out of which at least three, okay, minimum of a three members should be a whole type. Okay, so total there is a 9 member. You can again learn this by this thing that there is a 9. We have completing section number 3 and section number 4. Right. Coming to the next, the person, the chairman, and five for the member, okay, which is appointed by the Union Ministry, okay. That should be Union government, that should be having a specialist knowledge in the law, finance, economics, accountancy, administration, and any other discipline. Okay, they should be having a special knowledge. Okay, right. Coming to the section number 5. Okay, that is a term of office. Okay, how much time, for which period the appointment of the chairman and any other member need to be there. Okay, basically you have to remember in this, at least for a 5 member, okay, 5 year, at least for the 5 year, the chairman and any other whole time member. Who is a whole time member? Three other member we have already discussed at this point, that the chairman and the three other members appointed by the Union Government of India. In that case, the chairman and the three other members should be appointed for a period of 5 years. Should be appointed for a period of 5 years. Subject to maximum age of 65 years. Okay, 65 years से ऊपर appoint नहीं हो सकता, ठीक है? And it can be reappointed. It can be reappointed. Okay, आप एक बार 5 term के लिए उसको appoint किए तो there is not anything like cooling off period etc. You can reappoint that chairman and three other whole-time member. Okay, and any other central government can terminate. Okay, central government can terminate basically by giving not less than 3 month notice in a writing. So if the central government want to remove, okay, remove the members or any other chairperson, then they have to give at least 3 month notice in a writing. Okay, either the central government is giving 3 month notice in writing that I am removing you, or they have to pay off. They have to pay off the salary and allowances. Okay, they have to pay off salary and allowances of this 3 month. Okay, right. Now, coming to the section number 6. Okay, what is the ground on which the removal of the member can be made by the central government? Okay, on the ground on which the central government can make the removal of the chairperson, can move the members of the chairperson. Okay, right. So what are the four? There's a four ground on which the central government can make a removal of the member. Okay, that is what. First of all, if the member is adjudicated as insolvent, okay, that person is adjudicated as insolvent ho gaya, okay, right. Then the second one is competent court ne kaha that person is unsound mind. Okay, this is not like that you are telling that particular person is unsound mind, so just remove. No, you have to write it down that the competent court should say that this particular person is an unsound mind. Right. The third one is a convicted or of an offense. If that particular member or the chairperson is convicted or of an offense, which the opinion of the central government, is involving the moral turpitude. And the fourth one is that the central government say that it is abuse his position, which is detrimental to the public interest. Okay, which is detrimental to the public interest. What are the 4 points? Yes. First of all, adjudicated as insolvent, convicted an offense by a court. Okay. And third one is that it is involving any moral turpitude. And the fourth one is that the central government opinion is must. Okay. In the opinion of the central government is likely that his position, he has abused his position in the detrimental to the public interest. Okay. Right. Now, we are going to discuss the section number 7. Okay, so first of all, revise that what we have discussed until now. We have discussed until now the 4th section. Section number 3 is the establishment of the board. Section number 4 is all about the members are there. How much members are there? Okay, section number 5 is what is the tenure, and section number 6 is the ground on which the removal can be done. Okay, what are the grounds? We have done the 4 ground. Right. Now, coming into the next section number 7, that is basically the meeting of the board. Okay, so meeting of the board is as may be prescribed in the rules. Okay, in the absence of the chairman who will be presiding that particular meeting. So any member chosen by the member which is present among themselves. Okay, the member who is present amongst themselves can choose that particular person who will be acting as a chairman. Okay, decision by the majority vote as always in the law. And suppose if there is an equality of the board, the chairperson will be, or the presiding member which have been selected amongst the member, they will be having a right of seconding or casting the vote. Okay, second casting of vote in case of equality of the vote, 50%, 50%. Now, what is the decision? So basically, the chairman or the presiding member have a equality of vote. Now you are giving the second casting of vote. Right. Coming to the section number 7A, that is member not to participate in a meeting. Okay. If suppose that any member of the SEBI, okay, is a director of the company, okay, or that particular director has indirect pecuniary interest in any matter which is coming into the consideration at the meeting of the board. Okay, whatever the matter will be discussed in the meeting of the board, if that particular member having any indirect pecuniary interest in the meeting, we have to disclose as soon as possible. जैसे इसको पता चला that I am interested in this meeting, just give the information, okay? And don't take any part in any deliberate or the decision of the board. Now coming into section number 8, okay, basic vacancy etc. not to invalidate the proceedings of the board. Vacancy in which any defect in the constitution of the board, okay, whatever the constitution, मतलब आपने जो भी board को बनाया, the members which is appointed, which we have learned under section number 4, okay, what is the constitution of the board, how much member will be in the board. If that constitution is having any defect, if the member are not properly appointed, okay. Second one is if the appointment of any person on the board is any defect in that. And the third one is that irregularity in the procedure of the board. Okay? Any irregularity, whatever the procedures are happening in the board, if there is any irregularity. But notice, please notice that that particular matter is not affecting the merit of the case. Okay, the merit of the case does not affect. Okay, so basically what we have learned in the section number 8 is there is a 3 point. If whether it has happened, it is not invalidate. Okay, that is not likely to be invalidate. Okay, what is 3 things? Defect in the constitution of the board, defect in the appointment of the member, or defect in the procedure of the board. Okay. Now, coming to the section 11, basically the section 11 is one of the very largest section. Basically, it is discuss about the power and function of the SEBI. Okay, you can see this how much pages are there. So I'm telling to you there is a 5 thing. Okay, there is a 5 thing. First is to regulate the security market. What are the function? The second one is power with respect to the inspection of books of account. Third one is a civil court powers. Fourth one is a power passing of an order by the board, what the board can do. And a civil court's power we have already discussed, huh? Right. And another power which is related to the SICRA. Basically, I'm telling to you that 5 powers are there. First of all, just see to me, okay, but the 5 powers are there. First of all, to regulate the security market. Second power which is given in the civil court, okay. Third power has been given in the SICRA, right? Fourth power has been given in the what to say your civil courts, okay. Okay, and the fifth power is given for the regulating as per the SICRA, right? Let us, there's some confusion. Huh? So again, I'm telling to you the first power which is given regarding to the regulating the security market. Second power is given in the inspecting of the books of accounts. Third power is given in the civil court. Okay, whatever the power of the civil court. Fourth power is what the board can do. And the fifth power is basically the power given in the SICRA. So this is a 5 part so that you can remember. Okay, आप जिससे याद कर सकते हो. These are the 5 parts. Right. So I'm telling to you the first power, the first one, just the way of remembering this power and function. First of all, just select that particular thing as regulating, registering. Okay, first we will learn this. तो किसको किसको रेगुलेट करता है? देखो किसको किसको रेगुलेट, स्टॉक एक्सचेंज को रेगुलेट करता है, ठीक है. Broker, sub-broker, transfer, agent, trustee, registrar, merchant banker, underwriter, portfolio manager, investment advisor, ठीक है, credit rating agency, FIIs, okay, and mutual funds, okay, CIS, MIS. These are the person, these are the entities जिसको वो regulate करता है, जिनका registration करवाता है, ठीक है. ये आपका एक पार्ट हो गया, ठीक है, जितने हाँ डिस्कस करने वाले बनते हैं उनका ये रजिस्ट्रेशन कराता है. नेक्स्ट बात करें तो ये प्रमोट करता है, ये प्रमोट भी करता है, ठीक है. ये दो चीज को प्रमोट करते हैं. क्या क्या प्रमोट करता है? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल प्रमोटिंग द सेल्फ रेगुलेटरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड सेकंड इज इन्वेस्टर को एजुकेट कराना, ठीक है. ट्रेनिंग देना, ट्रेनिंग ऑफ द इंटरमीडिएट, ओके, ट्रेनिंग ऑफ द इंटरमीडिएट्स को ट्रेनिंग देना. Okay, so first of all we have done registering and now second one is we have done promoting. Okay, now that we have going to discuss prohibiting. Okay, now prohibit किसको किसको करता है, ठीक है. Prohibit किसको किसको करता है? Prohibiting the fraudulent and unfair trade practices as usual. Okay, and प्रोहिबिट किसको करता है? इनसाइडर ट्रेडिंग. ओके, प्रोहिबिटिंग में 2 पॉइंट्स आर देयर. इनसाइडर ट्रेडिंग प्रोहिबिटिंग एंड fraudulent and unfair trade practices are prohibited. Don't do this. Okay, don't do this. Insider trading, no, don't do this. Okay, and in unfair trade practices, you don't do this. Okay, now regulating the subscription and acquisition of the shares and taking over the company. Calling for information, it can make any calling information from any person. Okay, and giving the information to any other authority as well. Okay, now, right now, conducting the research, levying the fees, performing is with the SICRA, right? Performing such as the function, calling for furnishing any agency, telling to any agency that to provide me all the information relating to particular person, right? So this is the completion of the first part of section number 11. We have completed the first part. What is that? To regulating the security market. Now I'm coming to discuss with you all guys inspection of books of accounts. Okay, what is the inspection of books of accounts? Okay, right. Understood that any listed public company, any listed public company or any company which is going to get its security listed on security exchange. Okay, two type of company, the public company or any other, I'm so sorry. Okay, public company or any other company who is getting to listed its securities, right? So for this two person, if the board has a reasonable ground to believe that the particular person is involved in the insider trading or unfair trade practices, only in this case they can inspect the books of account, right? Only in this case there is a two ground on which the public documents etc are inspecting. Only two ground. Okay, what are the grounds? First of all is the insider trading and second one is the fraudulent and unfair trade practices. Okay, now whatever the function has been given the civil code, that is all the function: examine an oath and discovering production books of accounts, summoning and enforcing the attendance of any person, right? Issuing the commission for the examination. You are aware, I think you are aware कि बहुत time repetitive हो चुका है हर chapter में. You are aware about that. What is the function in the civil code? Now what is the passing of an order by the board? Okay, अब board क्या क्या कर सकता है, उसके पास क्या क्या powers है. ठीक है, देखो क्या कर सकता है. किसी भी सिक्योरिटीज को, इसको आप हिंदी में लर्न करो, ये आपको लर्न करना है. ठीक है, सबसे पहला बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एग्जाम परस्पेक्टिव से यू हैव टू लर्न. ओके, देयर आर 6 पॉइंट. ठीक है, 6 पॉइंट्स है, सिर्फ और सिर्फ 6 पॉइंट्स आपको याद करना. फर्स्ट क्या है आपका? किसी भी सिक्योरिटीज को सस्पेंड कर सकते हैं कि डोंट डील. ओके, सिक्योरिटीज में डील नहीं होगा. रेस्ट्रेन कर सकता है किसी भी पर्सन को कि आप सिक्योरिटी मार्केट में एक्सेस नहीं कर सकते, आप सेल बाय परचेस वगैरह कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते. पहला सिक्योरिटी को हटा दिया. दूसरा हुआ यहाँ पे कि किसी को रोका कि आप उसमें डिस्कस नहीं कर सकते. तीसरा किसी भी ऑफिस बियर को सस्पेंड कर सकता है. चौथा किसी भी ट्रांजेक्शन को, ठीक है, किसी भी ट्रांजेक्शन का जो भी प्रोसीड्स होता है, कोई भी सिक्योरिटी आपने डील किया, सेल किया, परचेस किया, उसकी भी जो भी प्रोसीड्स हो गई उसको इम्पाउंड कर सकता है, उसको रिटेन करके रख सकता है, आपको नहीं देगा. उसके बाद बैंक को भी सीज कर सकता है. ये इंपॉर्टेंट है एमसीक्यूज के लिए कि 90 डेज के ऊपर आपका बैंक अकाउंट सीज नहीं हो सकता. ठीक है, अटैच नहीं कर सकते. कौन सा बैंक? जो कि सिक्योरिटी मार्केट में डील करता है. ठीक है, या फिर कोई भी अदर प्रॉपर्टी भी आपका क्या कर सकता है, अटैच कर सकता है. ठीक है, उसके बाद बात करेंगे किसी भी इंटरमीडियरी को या फिर किसी भी पर्सन जो भी सिक्योरिटी मार्केट से एसोसिएटेड है उसको बोल सकता है कि आप कोई भी असेट में, जो भी आपके पास असेट है उसमें आप डील नहीं करोगे. ठीक है, ना आप उसको डिस्पोज ऑफ कर सकते हो, ना आप उसको यूज कर सकते हो. ठीक है, आप उसको एलिनेट वगैरह कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते हो. ऐसा ये ऑर्डर दे सकता है. राइट, उसके बाद हम बात करते हैं एग्जाम्पल वगैरह यू हैव टू डू बाय योर ओन. ओके, पावर टू कॉल फॉर पीरियोडिकल रिटर्न. ओके, सेबी के पास ये भी पावर होती है कि वो किसी को भी इंक्वायरी डायरेक्ट करके, ओके, डायरेक्ट करके किसी को भी. Okay, guys, then power to call for periodical return or direct inquiries to be made. This is the function which will be reading in the SICRA. Okay, SICRA में क्या function है? First of all, power to call for periodical return. For example, 5 year के लिए securities exchange जितने भी स्टॉक एक्सचेंज है उनको मेंटेन करना होता है तो उनसे रिकॉर्ड्स मंगवा सकता है. ओके, कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन एक्सप्लेनेशन मंगवा सकता है. ठीक है, किसी भी बंदे को अपॉइंट कर सकता है फॉर मेकिंग एनी इंक्वायरी. ठीक है, And every director, manager, secretary, and the officer of such a stock exchange is liable to provide that particular information to the Securities Exchange Board of India. Now next is the bylaws को approve कर सकता है, okay, make कर सकता है, amend कर सकता है bylaw, what we have already discussed in the SICRA, okay, licensing दे सकता है किसी भी dealers को, ठीक है, and listing वगैरह में help करता है, and ये power भी delegate कर सकता है किसको किसको, central government को and RBI को, okay, तो ये power भी delegate करता है, ठीक है. Now more powers are there, a lot of the power etc have been given, okay. So basically 5 power, you have to just divide your power into the 5 part, okay. Power under the SICRA, power under the civil code, power to inspect the books of accounts, okay, and the power which is given in the powers of the board, right, like regulating the security market, insider trading, suspend the trading of any securities, restrain the person from accessing the security market, etc. Right. Now moving to the next section, that is the 11A, that is basically for the prohibiting the issue of prospectus of the document and advertisement in respect of the soliciting the money for the issue of the securities. That is what basically there's a two thing. Okay, there's a two part of the chapter. Like specified by regulation and by the general or special order. Okay, specified by regulation. What the by the regulation the SEBI can do, that is basically relating to the matter relating to the issue of securities. Okay, transfer of the securities, that is specified by the regulation. But SEBI also have a power under section number 11 by the general or the special order. Okay, by the general or by the special order, it can prohibit any company from the issuing any shares, okay, issuing any offer document, okay, and advertisement soliciting the money from the public. So it can also prohibit that particular. Right. Now moving to the next section 11AA, that is a CIS. Okay, what is a CIS? Basically, it is a pool of resources. Okay, basically the whatever the contribution, whatever the payment that is you are getting from the investors, this particular money is pooled and utilized for the purpose of the scheme. Okay, and basically this is in this the investors are not getting to involve in a day-to-day control activity. Okay, right, this is manageable by any other person, okay, some other management will be managing the money. This is contribution is basically why the investor is investing their money for the purpose of the profit, for income, for produce any property, any movable immovable property, etc. Right. So what are the exception, that what is not constituted as a CIS? Although these are the characteristic, few of the characteristic are the same, but this will not called as a CIS. What are that? Cooperative society. Okay, any deposit accepted in the Companies Act. Okay, under the Companies Act, any deposit accepted by the needy company, mutual benefit society, mutual funds. Okay, any NBFC company, any contract of the insurance, any pension fund, any employee provident fund. So these are not a CIS, although having a basic some features of the CIS, but this is not called as a CIS. Right. Now we are coming into the section of 11B. Okay, power to issue the directionship and directions and levy of penalty. What is this? What is this? Basically, you have to remember this. Okay, basically you have to remember this, that the SEBI have a power to make a directions in the interest of the investor or the development of the security market. First point is what? In the interest of the investor or for the development of the security market. Okay. Now for the next, to prevent, stop the affairs, to prevent the affairs of any intermediary who is conducted, whose affairs are conducted in a manner which is detrimental to the interest of the investor or the security market. Okay, what is the first point? That is in the interest of the investor, in the interest of the security market. Okay. Second one, prevent the affairs of any intermediary which is doing any affairs which is detrimental in the interest of the investor or the security market. And third one is to secure the proper management of such an intermediary or person, to secure that particular intermediary doing the function in very well manner. Okay. Basically, this is a three function. First, in the interest of the investor, to regulating the security market. Second one, to prevent the affairs of any intermediary, to not to conduct anything in a manner which is detrimental to the public interest, and the third one, to secure the proper management of any such a intermediate person. Now, they can also issue the directions to many of them. Okay. Okay, now we are moving to the section number 11C. What are the investigation? Basically, this is the last point that I'm going to be covered in this revision video. Okay, investigation. Okay, what is the investigation? Investigation basically when the SEBI is going to be investigate anything. Okay, what are the ground basically you can say. So, if the SEBI has a reasonable ground to believe that first and two, there's a 2 point. Okay, first point is that any transaction in the security, okay, anything are doing the security which is detrimental to the interest. Okay, the whole chapter you are reading the detrimental to the interest of the security market or to the investors or promoting the security market. Basically you have learned until now this. Okay, so anything, any transaction or security market में ऐसे कोई transaction हो रहा है which is detrimental to the interest of the investor or the security market or any intermediary or any person which is associated, okay, any other person or any other member which is associated with the security market has violated any provision of this act or rule or regulation or direction. Okay, what देखो, you have to write it down the law language. Okay, then only you will be getting the marks. Okay, so you have to learn any provision of the act, any rules, any regulation, any direction. If that particular intermediary or any person which is associated with the security market has done this, in this only this two ground, the investigation will be happening. Right. What is a relevant document? Every manager, managing director, officer, every employee of the company, they have to submit their document to the investigating authority, right? Period of custody, okay, 6 महीने तक रख सकता है, ठीक है, six only for the 6 month they can retain your books of accounts etc. हाँ, ये अलग बात है कि वो वापस से मंगवा सकता है if they are needed again, but first time आपको 6 month के लिए आपके पास उसके पास कस्टडी में आपकी बुक्स अकाउंट्स एक्सेट्रा रहेगी. एग्जामिनर वो वही आपका ठीक है आपको ओ देना होता है. एंड इफ यू आर फेलियर, ओके, इफ यू आर फेल टू फोर थिंग, चार चीज आपने नहीं की, ठीक है, आपको बोला जरा चार चीज आप नहीं कर रहे हो, क्या क्या नहीं कर रहे हो, ठीक है. पहला, आप प्रोड्यूस नहीं कर रहे हो इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग ऑथोरिटी को. बोर्ड either on its own self or they can appoint, they may appoint any investigating authority for your investigation. Okay, and if you are not producing any books, any register, etc., or किसको किसको इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग ऑथोरिटी को या इन द पर्सन जिसको भी वो अपॉइंट किया हो, या फिर आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं दे रहे हो, इफ यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू अपीयर बिफोर द इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग ऑथोरिटी एंड यू आर नॉट साइनिंग द नोट्स ऑफ एग्जामिनेशन. ओके, व्हाट इज द साइनिंग ऑफ द नोट्स ऑफ एग्जामिनेशन? बेसिकली वो आपसे बुलवाएगा, आपसे कुछ भी आपसे जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन वो कलेक्ट किया, ठीक है, दे आर गोइंग टू बी राइटिंग डाउन, दे आर रीडिंग, चिल्ला चिल्ला के पढ़ेगा आपके सामने एंड देन यू हैव टू साइन दैट यस मैंने ये सब कहा, मैंने ये सब बताया, ठीक है, एंड ये आपके अगेंस्ट में एविडेंस की तरह यूज किया जाएगा. ठीक है, चार ग्राउंड पे चार कांड करते हो आप तो आपको ये सब पनिशमेंट होगी. क्या करते हो, आपसे कोई बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट मंगवाया जा रहा, आप नहीं दे रहे हो, तो इन्फॉर्मेशन मंगवाया जा रहा, आप नहीं दे रहे हो, आप साइन करने से मना कर दिया, ठीक है, और आप किसी इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग ऑथोरिटी आपको बोल रहे भैया आ जाओ मेरे सामने खड़े हो जाओ, अपीयर हो जाओ, आप अपीयर तक नहीं हो रहे, ठीक है, आप गए, 1 साल की जेल, 1 करोड़ रुपए फाइन टपकेगा or 5 lakh for every day during which such a refusal or such a failure continues. Right. Now the next is impounding of a document. Impounding of document, that if suppose that investigating authority is afraid that you are going to mutilate it, secret, falsified, destroyed, okay, if the SEBI has thinking that you are going to destroy it, mutilate it, alter it, falsify it, secret it, okay, in that only in that case investigating उठेगा और जाएगा फटाफट किसके पास, मजिस्ट्रेट के पास, या फिर जज ऑफ सच अ डेजिग्नेटेड कोर्ट इन मुंबई, ठीक है, मुंबई का जो भी कोर्ट होगा उसपे, ठीक है, मजिस्ट्रेट और जज ऑफ सच अ डेजिग्नेटेड कोर्ट इन मुंबई, वहां पे जाके बोलेगा कि आप प्लीज ऑर्डर ऑफ सीजर करिए ना. क्या हुआ now, they can also take a police officer help or any other officer of the central government for which state for impounding of your documents. Okay, right. Then the order of court kya, the court will hearing the particular person on the application, hearing the investigating authority, ठीक है, कौन कोर्ट, अभी ऊपर पढ़ा ना, मजिस्ट्रेट या फिर जज ऑफ सच अ डेजिग्नेटेड कोर्ट ऑफ मुंबई, ओके, देन दे हैव इन अ पावर, दे हैव ऑथराइज्ड इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग अथॉरिटी, जाल जी जिंदगी अपनी क्या एंटर कर सकते हो तुम, सर्च कर सकते हो, सीज कर सकते हो, ठीक है, ओके ओके, ठीक है मैम, ओके ना। आप देखो ये चीज ध्यान रखना कि इन केस ऑफ लिस्टेड पब्लिक कंपनी और एनी अदर पब्लिक कंपनी विच इज गोइंग टू बी लिस्ट which intends to get a security market listed on the securities, okay, in that case such a company which is in the case only when it is involved in an insider trading or market manipulation, only in this case two ground, okay। अभी तक हम लोग जो पढ़ रहे थे वो क्या था, insider trading and manipulating वगैरह, market manipulation में अगर involved है, in that case आपका ये सिक्योरिटी तभी मजिस्ट्रेट एंड जज ऑफ डेजिग्नेटेड कोर्ट तभी ये ऑर्डर देगा जब उसको लगेगा कि इनसाइडर ट्रेडिंग और मार्केट मैनिपुलेशन में आप इन्वॉल्व हो, तभी आपका बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स वगैरह इम्पाउंड हो सकता है, ठीक है। अब इसका टेन्योर क्या है, इसका टेन्योर पता है कितना है, कभी भी until and unless तब आपको रिटर्न करेगा जब आपका प्रोसीडिंग्स कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, नॉट लेटर देन द कंक्लूजन ऑफ द इन्वेस्टिगेशन, ठीक है। ऊपर हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था 6 महीने तो रख सकते हैं, पर यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या पढ़ रहे हैं, जब आपका मल्टीलेटेड सेक्रेटरीट फॉल्सिफाइड वगैरह का केस होता है ना, डिस्ट्रॉयड आप कर लोगे तो उस केस में आपका बहुत आपका जब तक कंक्लूजन नहीं होता तब तक आपका रिटर्न नहीं करने, ओके, एंड कोड ऑफ क्रिमिनल प्रोसीजर वगैरह के हिसाब से आपका सर्च एंड सीजर होगा, राइट। अब हम सेक्शन नंबर 11D पढ़ते हैं। सीज मतलब स्टॉप करना, आप जो भी गलत काम करो उसको तुरंत खटाक से रोको, एंड डिजिस्ट मतलब होता है कि डोंट डू इन अ फ्यूचर एज वेल, ओके, डोंट डू इन अ फ्यूचर। सो अगर बोर्ड को फाइंड करता है कि हाँ ठीक है, एनी पर्सन हैज वायलेटेड, ओके, you have to learn until you don't get a good marks in the law, until and unless you are remember this particular point, okay, has violated or likely to violate any provision of this act, he has already violated or likely to violate any provision of this act, okay, in that only case it is sees you and this is the procedure, ठीक है। एंड इसमें वापस से वही चीज कि अगर आप सिक्योरिटी लिस्टेड हो या फिर कोई रिकॉग्नाइज्ड एक्सचेंज में यू आर इंटेंस टू गेट इट सिक्योरिटी लिस्टेड, इन दैट केस इफ द पर्टिकुलर कंपनी इज इन्वॉल्वड इन इनसाइडर ट्रेडिंग और द मार्केट मैनिपुलेशन, ओनली एंड ओनली इन दैट केस ओनली आपका क्या होगा, ये सीज एंड डेजिस्ट ऑफ द प्रोसीडिंग्स हो सकता है। Okay, thank you so much guys, I hope that you like the video. Namaskar.